Today's topic is for men. Anyone out there who has a teenager who has ever rolled his or her eyes at you, you understand how frustrating it can be in the teenage years for your kids as you're trying to give them guidance and direction, right? Some of you want to go all the way to the negative side. You want to be the disciplinarian. You want to be the tough guy. You want to be the truth guy. That's important. Some of you out there are saying, no, I'm a love guy. I want to love them. I don't want to make them mad. I want to keep a relationship with them. Well, the truth is you need both sides of parenting to do it well. That's especially hard for us dads. So let's talk about fathering with truth and love. Here's the first thing. The truth side of parenting is giving guidance, setting boundaries, disciplining. And the reality is a human being's natural bent is to rebel against this side of parenting as a kid. And it's especially something that teenagers are going to rebel against. Romans 3:23, here's the reason for that. It says, everyone has sinned. We all fall short of God's glorious standard. So dads, don't be surprised when your teenager is rebelling against you. I think you should just expect it. Right? Because they're human beings. The Bible says we're all born with sin. You are too, admit it. When's the last time you rolled your eyes at your own authority figure? We've all done it, and your kids are doing it, your teenagers are doing it. I think it's important to start with that, to recognize they're humans. Because of that, they're sinful. Because of that, they're going to sometimes get under our skin a little bit. Now, that's why they don't want to listen to truth. That's why they don't want boundaries. That's why they don't want discipline from us. It's still important, though, dads, for us to have this side of parenting. We have still got to be willing to set boundaries, to discipline, and to speak the truth. But the love side is also important, and this is when you praise your kids, when you listen to your kids, when you encourage them. The truth is, love creates the environment that gradually opens the heart of the teenager to receive truth. Dads, I want you to read that last line again. I'll read it with you. Love creates the environment that gradually opens your kids' hearts to receive the truth and the discipline and the boundaries that you're trying to give. Romans 2:4, don't you see how wonderfully kind, tolerant, and patient God is with you? Does this mean nothing to you? Can't you see that his kindness is intended to turn you from sin? So yes, truth is important, but love softens up your teenager to hear from you. That's why both of these are important. Think about how God created the universe. He created an environment first. He spent many days, 5 days, creating the environment. Read it for yourself in Genesis 1. And then on the sixth day, he put people there. So the environment that you create in your home is really important. You need to create an environment where your kids know that you're for them, that you love them. You need to find ways to praise them. God the Father was always praising the Son. Whenever he talked about Jesus in public, he said, I love him and I'm pleased with him. So dads, it's especially hard when our teenagers are in those rough years. If you've got kind of hard, difficult teenagers, dads, it's really easy to just always be on them, always be on the truth side of parenting, the discipline, the boundaries, right? The truth telling. But you've got to remember, and it's hard, but you've got to remember to create that environment of love as well. Dads have to intentionally parent with both of these things. Truth on one side, love on the other side. Failing to engage this way throughout the teenage years often leads to rebellious or dysfunctional kids. I like how Paul says it in Ephesians 4:15. Instead, we will speak the truth in love, growing in every way more and more like Christ, who is the head of his body, the church. So remember this verse. Speak the truth to your teenagers, yes, but do it in love. It can't be just one or the other. Be honest with yourself, dads. Which one are you better at? Are you better at speaking truth, setting boundaries, sort of the tough love side of parenting? Or are you better at loving, encouraging, praising your kids? If you go too far on one side or the other, then it can create rebellion or dysfunction in our kids. Really pray about striking the balance between truth and love.